Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from South Philly. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. Number 1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have that first down, gain of 6, as they convert on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start, and this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
A play fake. Now Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Bears first down.
First down, Bears.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he searches forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To the air right away is Hurts.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end. Dallas got it. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
To the air again. Hurt. The pressure. Too much. And he goes down. Brady Jarrett getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the
defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Hurts now. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Really nice Nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Our game here is part of the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, a remembrance the NFL created a couple years back. What a great job they did, because no one deserves to be celebrated more than John Madden on Thanksgiving weekend. Of course, Greg and I, all of us at EA Sports, we hope you had a terrific Thursday and you're setting up to settle in for some great football on this very special American holiday. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Room to run at the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's Williams now to throw. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On the give, here's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On third down, it's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 20 on the connection. 1st down, Philadelphia. We are through 1. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. They'll come up here 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. We get this to about midfield. Ruben hit the line. There for the tackle.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Ruben hit the line. There for the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Hurts. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
22-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's second down.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They're going to run it here with Mononga. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Throwing on second down, Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
To throw, Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Saquon. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal for Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3, as this drive starts with 1st down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. He's taken down just shy of the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On first down, it's Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Reed Blankenship on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
To the goal line and in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Bears 10.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Right back to Brown. going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now it's Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
For an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Third down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Moore going in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
Brings up second and a yard at the 45-yard line.
Second and a yard. To throw is Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
7-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Hurts. Now quick throw taken in by Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
First down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again, make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play, try to generate a chunk, and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Now Hurts. Taking off. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 27, Bears 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's taken in, and a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley, as he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Hurts now. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Open man left side, that's Zacchaeus. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Third and a yard. Now Williams going to keep it himself. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their 2nd-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Smith. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion is Brown. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Eagles.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Hurts to throw. A pass caught by Saquon. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Jake Elliott to kick
And back
off
to
for
work goes
Philadelphia.
Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
You can just see the frustration of the defender. Did you see him get off the quarterback? He's like, man, hold that ball for one tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. And you can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the
Hurts
play.
finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
First down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's a short throw, caught by Komet. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore, and it'll be second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Williams to the air once more. To the right side, caught by Burden. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
He'll go underneath to Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now second and 6 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Third and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
At the 18-yard line, 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown, Bears. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears.
Here's Williams.
For the 2-point conversion.
He'll try to do it with the screen. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Gun with Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
A run with Barkley. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Barkley. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
11-yard line.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got it. It's a touchdown. There is a marker down, but it looked like the defense was offside.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
Eagles 44, Bears 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Caleb Williams sacked. A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams now to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On the return, it's Covey. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
For an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.